Who is ready to get after it and make November a November to remember? Because let me tell you, every year for the last 7 years, November's been our biggest month of the year. And that's not just by chance. Yes, there's awesome specials and deals. And I know most companies have Black Friday, Cyber Monday deals. In fact, we now call it Black November because it's like the whole month there's deals and promos and discounts and, BOGOs and all these different things going on. But it doesn't matter if your company does the best promos of the year if you don't get prepared. You can't wait until November to start working your business.
Well, I'm really excited to have this Black Friday conversation today. Because here's one thing that I know, like I got started, with these two beautiful people about 4 years ago. But one of the first people that I was actually introduced to was Marina. And I can just hands down say that my business would not be where it is today if it wasn't for meeting her. And, I ended up having a coaching call with her that I won, and we became good friends after that, and we started working together. And one of the things that we started working together the most on was our planning for Black Friday. And I can tell you hands down, I've never met anybody who is more strategic and more smart, but at the same time simple at building for Black Friday. And it has just done massive things for my personal team. And so I'm excited to hear what you have to say today about Black Friday, Marina, because you have this nailed. Excuse me. Sorry.
Yeah.
I say the S word sometimes.
No, here's the thing about Black Friday that, I got a couple questions from this woman. She's like, well, my company doesn't do Black Friday. And I get it. Like there's still network marketing companies that are out there that just are not listening, apparently. And they don't do Black Friday or Cyber Monday sales. Just yell at your CEOs. Apparently they just need to hear it. I don't get it. I still am confused, but anyway, you can still win even if you don't have Black Friday sales because your people, your audience, they don't know. Like you can create sales that aren't there. Brynn and I are the masters of creating flash sales that don't exist, right?
Yeah, and they're ready. It's that time of year. People, their wallets are open. They want to buy. They want to buy for themselves. They want to buy for other people. Like they want to buy. You don't have to have your own company promos to make them want to buy your stuff during this time of the year.
and it's insane because the amount of money that gets spent on Black Friday and the Thanksgiving and the day after Thanksgiving, and then Cyber Monday is insane that the average person is spending over $400. So think about that for a second. That's what they can track. That's what they can track. That's not even network marketing. Let's take network marketing out of the equation because it's not considering our industry at all, right? So we're looking at over $400 on average that's being spent on Amazon, on Target, on Walmart, on whatever. And so here's what I want you to think about. There is not less money that's going to be spent this year because of whatever the hell you want to call it that's going on right now in the economy, right? Like that's not the deal. And if you go into the last quarter of our year thinking that there's no money to be spent, your belief in crushing or slaying the end of this year is going to be literally like none. So you can literally go hang up your hat and start complaining about what didn't happen for you. How can you focus on capturing the attention? Capturing the attention. How can you focus on capturing the attention of as many people as you can right now? Like, how can you get people paying attention to you? I literally look for memes to get attention. I look to share things that are relatable, do reels that are relatable. I'm not selling anything to them right now, to my audience. Well, I am, but I'm not because I'm not selling my Black Friday stuff yet because we don't have the sale yet. But I'm starting to get their attention. There is money that is going to be spent this Black Friday. And if you don't believe that, it doesn't matter what's on sale or what isn't on sale. Ain't nothing gonna happen for you.
Literally, we have a product coming for women that suffer from menopause struggles and daily struggles with their womanly things that we all know we struggle with, right? So why wouldn't I just start talking about my struggles with my womanly stuff in my stories? and on my newsfeed. And then everybody who's interacting with those things, I don't have to pitch them anything now. I just write their name down.
Well, can we also point out how many times over the years have you had someone say, I've been watching you for weeks, watching you for months, watching you for years?
Yes.
So you don't just wait until you have the thing. You start building those relationships, planting those seeds now.
What do they do in the entertainment industry?
Right?
Like if they have a big movie coming, do they just like plop the movie down and say, hey, it's here? No, they have previews. They're constantly like building their list of people that they're getting their attention so that when it's there and when that movie comes out, these people are ready. They already know that they want to go see it. So think about Black Friday, you guys. No matter what kind of products you have, how can you start to get people's attention right now? How can you have them walk through a journey with you for 30 days where everybody who is like watching that content and watching your stories and commenting on your stuff, you don't have to talk to them necessarily about it right now. Just put them on the list, put them on the list, put them on the list. So that when you do have the promos, you're like, hey, I saw you were watching my stories about XYZ. Hey, we have this thing. Have you heard about it? Would you be open to some information about it?
It's so true. And it's so simple, right? You can even ask people like, do you want to be on my VIP list? Like, do you want updates? Like, do you want to know? Most people are like, yeah, absolutely. And it's a great way to, it's really an excuse, right? It's a great way to justify connecting, following up. You know, how many of us have people, you know, there's a saying out there that like your biggest competitor, it's not other companies, other products, it's indecision. And if you have an excuse, a reason to stay in touch with people, to follow up with people, you know, it really does make it easier, like Brynn said, if you're talking about it now, if you're preparing for it now. And then to take it even further, get your team prepared, right? With, you know, scripts and promos. And this is what Brynn and Marina are so good at. Like Brynn and Marina have it so dialed in at this point that like they have everything their teammates need so that there's no confusion. There's no like, well, how do I promote? You know, because a lot of people are brand new, right? So we want to dumb it down, simplify it as much as possible so people know the packs, the discounts, the deals, like all the things, because it does make it that much easier from a duplication standpoint for them to know exactly what to post, what to say, scripts, language, you know, everything is rolled out. And I know if your team hears this conversation, if your team is taking advantage and getting prepared of this holiday season, like you want to win the race, you start running before the gun goes off, baby. Like this is it. This is prime time. Any other thoughts, Marina? Any other things you would mention as far as like, what are some of those needle moving activities to get prepared? Because it's crazy. It's just a few weeks away before we turn the calendar to November.
Yes, the scripts and the strategies and all the pieces of it, but you like emotionally and mentally like have to be ready because at the end of the day, this is going to be like an all out massive action. And you just have to accept that you're probably going to wake up extra early and you're going to go to bed super late and you might be ignoring the kids like for a minute. Like just be ready for that because this is a big time of year and you don't want to leave anybody behind. And you also don't want to miss a sale because you forgot about someone, right? So I get a calendar out. Like I'm a dork. Like I get a calendar out and I'm like, okay, these 3 days, I'm going to do X, Y, and Z. These 2 days, I'm going to do this. I'm going to follow up with these people. Okay. This day, I'm going to go back in the group and re-tag everyone on this. Like get super specific with your time so you can mentally and emotionally be in a place for yourself where you're not burning yourself out. And this is something that Brynn loves to talk about. And I appreciate that she talks about all the time is, you know, there's a time to run, there's a time to chill, but you know that this is a run time. Like get ready for that. So here we are in October, already preparing for something that's going to happen in November. And some of you, it's only going to happen for 48 hours and you're going to have the biggest sales month of your history of your business, right? Isn't that crazy?
But hold on, write that down, y'all. Like you put that in writing. Like this is going to be the biggest month. Write it down. It's already happening. It's already a done deal. I'm so proud of my team. I'm so proud of myself. Biggest month I've ever had. Setting setting yourself up for success. Like, I love that you mentioned that, because this literally is going to be, for many people, the biggest month they've ever had, but it's for the ones that are mentally prepared. Like you said, I love that.
And well, here's the thing too. It's like you go in and you wait till last minute to prepare yourself, it doesn't matter what the friggin' sale is.
Right.
But if you haven't prepped and primed your social media audience, you haven't started, having conversations, and you think just last minute you're going to go onto your stories and you're going to message people, I think, watch my stories about the memes I share and the cat photos, but nothing else. Like, you're not putting your all into this. When anytime any big brand is launching something, it's a process. Mm-hmm. And so why aren't you treating your business with the process?
Yeah.
I don't know. You guys want to wing your business every day, throw spaghetti up against the wall and hope it sticks like a fake Italian. It's all on you. That's not how I roll.
You totally hit the nail on the head. The reason that most people get super overwhelmed and they get super burnout come this time of year is because they wait until the last minute. They're throwing their crap against the wall, like spaghetti, right? There are very specific seasons, just like she said. There are seasons where, you just need to really stay consistent. And then there are seasons where it's time to run, right? Mm. The reason that people get burnt out and they get frustrated, they don't see the results that they want, is because they wait till the last minute and then it's run. And then they fall off the face of the planet for friggin' 2 months because they're so exhausted. So when we talk about now, how can you become more efficient? What I would do, just like Marina said, get out your planner, get out your calendar. I sit down every Sunday and I plan out my week. What are the most important things that need to get done? And a lot of what is in my plan right now are the things that I'm planning for Black Friday, right? I'm already starting to do my reach outs. I'm already starting to do my marketing. I'm not waiting to the last minute. You know what else I'm doing?
Brynn, can I also mention, you've also been preparing your team. Yeah. I've seen you and Marina, you've already been training your teammates. There's teams that are going to be waiting until November, and you guys are already in the beginning of October getting people prepared, painting the vision, letting them know what's coming. No details on what's coming, but mentally preparing for that season. I love it. Yes. It's so good.
And then
so good.
How about starting to have the conversations with the people that matter to you the most right now? Right? Hey, all day Thursday on Thanksgiving, you're going to have my undivided attention. This is our time. I'm not going to be on my phone. We're going to be sitting down. We're going to have food. We're going to get fat. It's going to be amazing, right? It's going to feel good until to roll myself to bed, right? But on Friday, I'm going to get up really early and I'm going to be working all day Friday. So if you want to go and you want to go golf with your buddies, or you want to go and enjoy and do something, that's going to be my work time, right? So many people fail to prepare the people around them as well, right? So my family knows that I am moving into a busy season for my business, right? I am having that conversation right now that over the next month, I will be putting more focused energy and time into building my business than maybe I would during a slower season where I was just showing up consistently, right? We forget to have those conversations. And so all it does is it creates that feeling of just overwhelm and frustration. And we're flying by the seat of our pants and we don't get as nearly as good results. And we start to hate our business because we feel like it's keeping us from the other things. But all of that can be washed out the window if you start preparing now. You have the conversations you need to have now. You start scheduling your week on Sundays and doing the important things that you need to do, keep them focused.
Now, you might say, well, John, I have a full-time job. Okay, great. You're going to work your business in the evenings or weekends or mornings or lunch break. You got to figure out what works for you. Everybody's different. My schedule is different than Marina's. Marina's schedule is different than Brynn's. But at the end of the day, we make it a priority, especially during the busier times. And I love that you mentioned getting your family on the same page. Listen, there's a difference in an employee mindset and a business owner mindset. There's a difference in a consumer, right, that's spending money, that's shopping during this holiday season, and a business owner, a boss, a producer, an entrepreneur. All of us that are watching this, we have to have a different mentality, a different energy during this time. And yeah, you're probably, like Brynn said, you're probably going to be up earlier, staying up later. It's really important to have that clarity and prioritize how you're going to take advantage, and not just have this like, well, when I find out the sales, then I'll start working, or when the promo is live, then I'll start building. No, you want to listen, the people that seem to effortlessly produce, sell, leaderboards, rank advance, it's the people that are preparing ahead of time, and they know that their seasons of running. Yeah, right. And it really isn't that complicated if you kind of have the mindset ahead of time to be like, wow, so I can kind of see like the preparation and treating like a business, and having the schedule and the agenda ahead of time, and knowing like this is prime time. This is #prime time.